The college basketball players you have to watch this season. Breaking down the players to know heading into the 2017-18 college basketball season. 5 you already know. Grayson Allen, Duke. From Final Four hero to college basketball's biggest lightning rod, Allen is probably the sport's most recognizable player. He's now, finally, a senior and will be counted upon to bounce back after a tumultuous junior year. Joel Berry too, North Carolina. He'll miss time at the beginning of the season with a broken hand suffered off the court. But on the court, most outstanding player of a Final Four? Check. ACC Tournament MVP? Check. National champion? Check. There's not much the Tar Heels lead guard hasn't accomplished in his career. Miles Bridges, Michigan State. The college game gets Bridges for a second season, and that bodes well for the sport in general and Tom Izzo's team in particular. The forward should be on any shortlist for potential players of the year. Bonzi Colson, Notre Dame. It's hard to find a 6'5" high major big man as effective as the Irish senior, but he's as much fun to watch operate as any player in the country. Improved range makes him even more dangerous. Alonzo Trier, Arizona. After an abbreviated sophomore year, Trier is back in Tucson, and the best argument in favor of the Wildcats breaking through for the first Final Four under coach Sean Miller. Here are 16 hot shots and long shots to win the NCAA tournament. 5 who you'll learn more about. Jalen Brunson, Villanova. He's gone from a key contributor on a national championship team as a freshman to the Wildcats' second option behind Big East Player of the Year Josh Hart last season. It's now Brunson's show to run after Hart's graduation. Javon Carter, West Virginia. The Mountaineers get a lot of attention for their press Virginia scheme that discombobulates opponents, but it helps to have a relentless and skilled presence leading the way at both ends. That's Carter. Angel Delgado, Seton Hall. The nation's top rebounder a season ago, Delgado flirted with turning pro before opting to remain in South Orange, much to the chagrin of Big East foes who must deal with the walking double-double for another year. Devonte Graham, Kansas. The Jayhawks won't replace Frank Mason III with one guy, but Graham's going to handle a lot of the responsibilities the first-team All-American held a season ago. Ethan Happ, Wisconsin. With Nigel Hayes and Bronson Koenig's time done in Madison, the Badgers will play through their junior center even more this season. He's a good bet to lead Wisconsin in rebounds and assists, again, as well as points. 5 to know outside the Power 5. Jalen Adams, St. Bonaventure. The Bonnies will have one of the nation's most potent backcourts thanks to Adams and Matt Mobley. Adams was the only Division I player to rank in the top 25 in scoring and top 10 in assists last season. Kane Broome, Cincinnati. The Northeast Conference's Player of the Year 2 seasons ago as Sacred Heart, Broome transferred up, sat out a year, and now will play a big role in pushing the Bearcats to a faster pace, and possibly a deep run in March. Trevon Blythe, Xavier. You should already know him and you'll hear a lot more about him. So here's a third category. The Musketeers' top scorer from a year ago fits. He's a tough wing with the potential to drop 30 points on any night. Jock Londale, St. Mary's. The 6'11" Aussie took a major step forward last season, averaging 16.9 points and 9.5 rebounds, and he'll need to play a large role if the Gales are to slip past Gonzaga atop the West Coast Conference this year. Landry Shamet, Wichita State. Last year's Missouri Valley Freshman of the Year emerged as a stabilizing force on a 31-5 team that brings nearly everyone back as the Shockers move into the American Athletic Conference. 5 freshmen. DeAndre Ayton, Arizona. The 7'1" native of the Bahamas gives the Wildcats the sort of interior presence that most eventual national champions need. He'll serve as a post finisher and rim protector, with the ability to step out and hit jump shots as well. Marvin Bagley III, Duke. A late addition to the Blue Devils after announcing plans to reclassify to the recruiting class of 2017 in August, Bagley will be one of the top prospects in next year's NBA draft. First, He'll try to lead Duke to its 6th national title. Mohamed Bamba Texas, the biggest get yet for Shaka Smart since he arrived in Austin. Bamba is yet another big poised to make an impact in what could, probably will, be his only year in college. Hamidou Diallo Kentucky, he enrolled in the middle of last season, then opted to play with the Wildcats as a redshirt freshman rather than turn pro. He'll be a mainstay in a young, even by Kentucky standards, backcourt. Michael Porter Jr. Missouri, there's enough recent history to wonder